Hello everyone, welcome to a very special Facecam quarantined episode of Quispy Flicks. I'm on the Facecam, Jacob's not, because for obvious reasons. So he's got a avatar, and I'll pop it up on the screen right now. There he is, to my
dorky thing.
To my left. And today, guys, we are going to be reviewing the greatest comedy of all time. For me, it's up there with Airplane as my favourite comedy of all time. I don't know about you, Jacob, but
I'd say it's up there.
I really enjoyed it. So, just give a brief explanation of the plot, if you like.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say that this whole thing came about by my friend recommending it to me.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, so thanks to them for that. There isn't really a lot to explain with the plot. It's essentially about a guy, a pastor called Doug.
Doug, yeah.
His parents tragically die in front of him.
Oh, it's tragic.
And it's awful. And he then tries to go on a spiritual journey to regain his faith. You know, to reconnect with God. So he goes to China. Which,
yes.
Apparently God isn't actually in China, so that's why he has to go look for him there.
Yep.
According to the plot, anyway. And while he's there, he discovers he has this ability to turn into a velociraptor.
Yes. No, but so he like. There's a Chinese lady that's running through the woods with like this. It looks like a dinosaur's tooth, almost.
Yeah.
And she's like dies, and then she passes it to him, and then he cuts his hand on the tooth, and then that gives him the ability to turn into a dinosaur.
Yeah, but he's called the Dragon Warrior.
Yeah, which the Dragon Warrior, but he turns into a Velociraptor. Doesn't make much sense, but. Sense doesn't need to be made in a film like this, Jacob. It is a low-budget B-movie that knows it's low budget and pokes fun at itself very well, and you've compared it to like Scary Movie, but in the sense
early
that
scary movies.
Scary Movie, it pokes fun at itself, but maybe a bit too much.
Yeah, it got really sort of cringe sort of parody in the later ones, and I felt like it sort of lost what made it funny.
Oh yeah.
Everything about this though is just
it's quality. Like the humor.
So good.
I went into this thinking it's like a B movie that doesn't know it's bad, but it is bad. Kind of like, The Room, Samurai Cop, maybe. Like it takes itself too seriously, and it comes off in a cringe type of like. Doesn't know it's bad, but it tries to be good type thing, if you know what I mean. But this movie knows it's low budget and plays on that so well. And I think the humour's on point. And like I said, it's up there with Airplane. Like the humour's so dry, it's so stupid, but it's absolutely fantastic.
I think what it nails as well is it nails timing.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So many scenes in this film are just funny because of the timing of it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the funniest scenes I liked in it, because there's so many, I'm not going to go over all of them, is when Doug's parents die, and all it has is insert explosion VFX in text while he's screaming.
Mom and Dad! No. No. No!
It's quality. It's so like and that's like right at the start. That's like just to kick it off. And it was at that point that I knew I was gonna love this movie. That's like
It's so good.
that's my humour down to a T. Just dumb, stupid shit. And there's more humour like this. That's just, they're not so much jokes. They're just dumb. Like there isn't any smart jokes in it or anything like that. It's just a dumb movie. And like when he's gone to China, there was one line that really made me laugh. And he's like walking through the woods, and he's looking down, and he's like, "China is east." It is fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
What I found was interesting is because the plot is like really threadbare.
Yeah.
So how do you make like a pretty loose plot funny? And the answer is you fill it with just really unique, funny characters.
I know who you're on about, man.
Frankie fucking Mermaid.
I actually have a quote. I have a quote here from Frankie Mermaid.
Go on, man.
If you stuck dicks in your mouth like you're doing that sandwich, I'd be a fucking millionaire by now.
Yo! Jerry! If you stuff dicks in your mouth like you're doing that sandwich, I'd be a fucking millionaire by now!
Fantastic. And when he's in the church and he's confessing his sins, Frankie fucking Mermaid smokes where the fuck he wants because his life is on fire.
Listen, Padre, Frankie fucking Mermaid smokes where the fuck he wants because his life is on fire.
As soon as he turned around, Carol, hey.
Carol, hello.
Oh! God damn you, Carol! How many fucking times I have to tell you not to question what I do?
He is
so
fantastic.
good.
And you know what, man? Like I don't know if you'll take this as a compliment or not, but I could see you playing him. Like as soon as he turned around and like started talking, I was just thinking, this sounds like one of them like bits that Jacob does when we're playing like PlayStation. Frankie Mermaid. It sounds like a character that you've made up, and I think that's
just kind of.
And I think that's why we enjoyed it so much, because the characters like Frankie Mermaid and the humour are so like it's mine and your humour to a T.
Yeah,
that's why we enjoyed it so much, and it's not even like an ironic like oh it's so bad that it's amazing and I really enjoyed it because it's bad. It's not an ironic enjoyment. It's actual. This film is this film is hilarious. But when you tell people, oh, I watched this film and it was hilarious, and they go, oh, well, what is it? And then you tell them what it's about, they think, well, that just sounds shit. And the plot does sound shit. The plot doesn't matter, though.
No.
You're not watching this for the plot, mate. You're watching it for comedy and on-point humour, and that's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Because I think other films that are similar to it kind of fall flat on their face with the comedy value of it.
Yeah.
Like Sharknado.
Oh, yeah.
It's just not funny. It's stupid and it's unfunny, and I just don't think that justifies it being like a good film at all.
No, yeah. It's like random doesn't equal humour. And the thing with Sharknado is they just insert like a lot of dumb shit just to try and make people laugh and say, oh, this is terrible, but it's so good. Yeah. But they've done it so much now, and they've overdone it. Whereas this film, it doesn't overdo the like self-awareness. Like it is self-aware. It's a low-budget movie. However, it doesn't poke fun at itself too much to the point where it gets like tedious. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wanted to talk real quick about the masterful cinematography in this film.
Yeah.
Pretty much every scene looks like it's been filmed with a handheld camera. I just love how ballsy it is.
Yeah. It's like it's not trying to look like it's a high budget movie on a low budget. And I think when movies try to look high budget on a low budget, it looks trashy. So why not just embrace the fact that you are low budget and make it work?
Yeah, it pretty much takes the piss out of every martial art movie trope as well.
Yeah.
Like, from the comically over-the-top villain at the end of the film isn't he also Christian?
Supposedly, because there's a bit at the end. Not at the end, but it's to do with these characters, and they kidnap Father Stewart, which is one of my favourite characters in this movie, and we'll get into the whole flashback scene a bit later on. But he's like, I don't understand, what does drug smuggling have to do with Christianity? And then one of the ninjas goes, everything.
I love how it plays off of the classic like martial art movie trope of the rival ninja just being the main character's brother.
Yeah.
You can see it from a mile off. That's not really a spoiler or anything because they telegraph it so much.
But they do, but they're not trying to be mysterious about the whole thing, though.
No,
that's the
they're
thing.
really not.
You know?
And what I liked about it as well was it felt like the director just kind of went, you know what? I think that there should be like a evil brother character in, and just inserted him.
Yeah,
like,
he doesn't add anything.
He
doesn't add anything. He just like pulls his mask down, and then Doug's like, Sam.
Yeah.
And it's so good. And I actually love Sam for the little bit that he's in. He is fantastic. There's this whole like ongoing gag with his evil laugh not quite being good enough. But his evil laugh, man, it's fantastic.
Fantastic, yeah.
It's so funny.
I think like a lot of the characters don't really overstay their welcome as well. I mean, a lot of them are sort of like rotated in and out, you know, like from Frankie the Mermaid and with Father Stewart and stuff like that. But he's all timed really well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So the first I feel like we have to talk about the first transformation scene, because it's also the first time we meet Frankie Mermaid and Carol in the movie.
Yeah, it is.
Frankie sends her to the park. She then gets mugged, and then for some reason Doug's there, and she turns into a dinosaur and fucking kills the guy. It's so funny though, because the costume is so funny. It's so awful. Good. It is awful. But it doesn't try to look good, which is why this film is so good. It pokes fun that it's a terrible, cheap costume, and it's amazing. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's like one of those novelty like dinosaur outfits, isn't it? Just like souped up a bit.
Yeah. Fucking when he's like training up to be a when he's like training with the hooker, there's like a montage, and you brought it up, why is he working out?
Yeah, he doesn't need to.
He turns into a dinosaur. Why is he lifting weights and doing squats and shit?
I like to believe that the actor of Doug is a fitness fanatic.
Oh mate, he is in fantastic shape. He is in fantastic. Doug is ripped to shreds, and I don't know if that's a lifestyle choice or he had to bulk up for this movie, which I'm pretty sure it's a life.
All of the above.
All of the above.
I just like to think that he just went, oh shit, I've forgotten my workout today. And the director was like, we'll stick you in some like retro 80s clothes.
Yeah.
And do like a retro 80s like workout montage.
Yeah.
Put it into the film somewhere. But it works. It works so well. What makes this film special is the funny like little details.
Yeah, like
one character gets shot.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got he's still smoking a cigarette while he's dying.
Oh, it's so bad. I was like watching it, I was like, he's still puffing on that. Like, what's he doing? He's meant to be dead.
When Doug is in like his full like pastor ceremonial garb, it's all very dark, it's all very professional.
Yeah.
And then you look down at his feet and he's wearing white Converse.
Oh, it's fantastic. Another little detail that's hilarious is the Father Stewart war flashback scene. and it pans down from the sky, right? Pans down, and it's the same actor who is about 60 years old, right? Just wearing a blonde wig. And wearing a war helmet that's sitting on top of the wig because the wig's too big. It looks so shit, but it's fantastic. He just pans down and he's there walking with Ali. And I know you like that that scene with Ali, the whole Ali speech.
I don't even think we should. I think we should just pull the clip up.
Yeah, I'll just put it up now. I'll put up the whole speech because it's I'll play it in its entirety because it's fantastic.
We'll get you out of here, son. Back home to your sweet Adeline. And when you finally get back there and start that family you've always dreamed about, you could have 5 kids. 11 kids. And I want you to spend 15 minutes a day with each of them. Yeah. And I want you to name one of them after me. Ali, your wartime buddy. Yeah. When little Ali Stewart asks where he got his name from, you could say your wartime buddy, Ali. The one who made it through the whole war without taking a single hit. And managed to do it with a smile. But then you look at him square in the face, and you smile like I do. Like this.
Ollie! 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 No! No, Ollie! Ah! Ollie! No! No! No!
And then straight after that scene, you know, because that's part of the exorcism scene with Altier and and Doug, and when he turns into a dinosaur, but it's just like the hands, but you can clearly see that they're just gloves. They're just dinosaur gloves.
I like the practical effect.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad that they're using practical because CGI would look shit, but at the same time, it knows that them dinosaur gloves just look like dinosaur gloves, and he's just slipped them on his hands and he's just walking around like a dinosaur. Just other little like details that maybe they meant to keep it in, but I don't know. But at 27 minutes, you can see the boom mic in the top right corner. I noticed that and I was like, is that on purpose? Is that not on purpose? Oh, fuck it. Who really cares? It doesn't really matter, does it? Does not matter. Maybe that's the director's thing, you know, like Sam Raimi's got all the screams. The upgrade guy has all the camera movements. Maybe this guy just has a boom mic in the top right corner. Maybe that's his shtick. And speaking of Sam Raimi, please tell me that you noticed, Jacob.
Go on.
The Uncle Ben Peter Parker reference. When that came on, I was like, they haven't just fucking done that. There's no way. But they did. It's so funny. I'll just put it up, because there's no point in us just trying to explain it. You might as well just watch it for yourself.
I can't wait for the sequel, if there is going to be a sequel.
There is going to be a sequel. There is. It's been confirmed. The director is on Twitter, I think, has posted a printing of the script sequel.
That's definitely going to be reviewed.
100%, man. As soon as that comes out, we are watching it together, because we watched this on our own because of the whole Corona thing that's been going on.
Yeah.
I just love it. I just love this movie. Like, we can talk about it all day, but it won't do it justice. You have to watch this movie. It's like, it's an hour and 10 minutes out of your day. You're all on lockdown. You might as well watch it.
For sure, yeah.
It is so funny.
So, final verdict.
Go on, I'll let you do your final statements and a rating.
I think this film is just like unapologetically itself. I think it's just a director wanting to make something he's had this idea for like years, and it's finally come to fruition. He doesn't care about what people think about it. He just wants to make it the way he wanted to make it. It's funny as hell. And it's just a great time. And like you said, you know, it's only an hour and 10 minutes out of your day, so there's really no reason you shouldn't watch it. For what it is, for being like a low-budget, self-aware comedy that made me laugh. Had some great scenes, some great characters that were, you know, just brilliantly designed. I'm going to give it, like, I think a 7.5.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
So, I love low-budget B movies, whether it's they're so bad that they're good, or like this now, that they are self-aware, that they're low-budget, and it pokes fun at itself. I actually kind of prefer this type because, yeah, it's funny to poke fun at, you know, the director for being a shit director, making a shit movie, but this was just... me personally, I haven't seen a low-budget movie do this so well. And I really enjoyed it. I unironically laughed. I unironically enjoy the movie, and I unironically think it is hilarious, and I cannot wait for the sequel. And I am going to rate it the same as Jacob, a 7.5 out of 10. As always, like and subscribe. Instagram is in the description. Follow it if you want to. Hope you enjoyed this one, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.
See you later, guys.